What's up, guys? I want to do a review on a Titan Series power rack. I looked on YouTube and did not see a whole lot of videos for this rack, so I bought one and decided, I'm gonna make a video of it, kind of show you a little closer up how this thing's made and what I think about it. First thing you see, this rack here, this is a 100-inch tall rack. You can get this also in a 90-inch. But this rack here, if you buy it, it's right around $1,100. So it's kind of pricey for a Titan product. Where the shorter rack, I think you save $100. It's probably around $1,000, $1,050. Not 100% sure on that. And it depends on, what accessories you get. If you get the arms for it, or the roller J-cups, or just the regular J-cups. This one here, when I bought it, they didn't have the flip down safeties, and they didn't have the strap safeties at the time. All they had was just these roller J-cups. And also on the option for the pull-up bar, it was just the fat pull-up bar. I'm 6'3", and I have to get on my tippy toes to grab this thing. So it's a good rack for me. It's a good height. But, as far as I can say, it's a real solid rack. It comes with the band pegs, if you like to use bands for your exercises or whatnot. I'm currently using mine to hang hang my collars and some of my cable attachments for my Titan cable machine. Okay, looking around the side of this rack, you can see I bought their optional barbell holders. I bought 2 of them. They work really good, but the problem with having those on just a rack and not having like an extension for the back of this rack is they kind of get in your way. If you're doing certain exercises, they're kind of a pain. I also have their weight plate holders, and same thing with that, just on a rack all on its own. It's kind of a pain having that because they get in your way. See how close my barbell is to this. And I have that as high as I can go with it without hitting the bolts on the other side of this top nameplate. That's as far as high as I can go. Now, I could put it down low. Of course, you see I have plates just thrown on the ground there. But I highly recommend on a rack like this, I wouldn't just stop at the rack. I would probably get the extension for it. That way, on the extension, you can hang your weight plates and your bars and just kind of put your accessories back there on that and not have to worry about. I could say this thing, it's built like a tank. You can see it has the etch number in it. It's got the hole spaces similar to a Rogue. I think Rep Fitness has got similar, spacing between the holes. So I'm almost most definite you can use those accessories. Matter of fact, these safety flip downs I have here, they're not flip downs, it's the safety straps. These are actually Rep Fitness straps. I really like those straps. They actually had a recall on these. They're going to replace these ends right here because they had some faulty welds in them, and they were breaking off and people were dropping heavy loads on them. But Rep sent me an email, said, hey, we're going to fix that. And they also gave me $100 to spend in the store because of that flaw. So I can tell you, Rep really takes care of their customers. But this video is not about Rep. It's going to be for Titan. Because I know a lot of you are probably out there looking, it's like, hey, I'm going to buy a rack. I see Titan has some. Their prices are, look like they got good prices, but not sure if I want to buy a rack like that because are they any good? Well, with my experience, I've had this rack for probably 6 months now, and I love it. This thing, it's a great rack. I would say really built to close to like Rogue or, any other major branding, they're going to be really close to the same. Probably the paint and finish, yeah, probably not as great as, like what Rogue could give you. But just the overall build, the gauge of the steel, it's 11 gauge steel, real heavy duty. This rack's supposed to support up to 10,000 pounds. I was going to show you how these safeties work, or the flip down safeties. They have a pin that goes through the body here, and all you got to do is just unpin it, pull out the safety pin, pull out the main pin. I'm going to have to move these weights because I think they're leaning on it a little. But all right, you just flip it up. You can see it's got that pin that goes in the frame there, and it just slides out, slides in, and flips down. And then you take your pin, put it back in the appropriate spot, push it through, and you flip her back. Nothing to it, easy peasy. And it keeps it from coming off or, falling loose when you're picking up on it. It does have a little wiggle to it. I don't really think there's any way to stop that, but it don't bother me because when you put the bar on it, it'll pretty much center itself out like it's supposed to. I had this was set up low because I was doing deadlifts off of it. I'm so tall, it kind of gives me a little clearance off the floor. It makes loading plates easier when it's up off the ground a little bit. But, I mean, really, it's a pretty simple rack. It's got 1-inch hardware, real heavy duty. I mean, there's room for adding a bunch more attachments. I actually bought their, what do they call those? The leverage arms. And I don't have them yet. I'm supposed to get them tomorrow. I would like to do a review on that in the rack. Possibly get better, better camera angles on this. I'm new to this, so it's gonna look pretty terrible, I'm sure, but I just want to, give y'all a kind of an up-close look at how these racks look, and, well, I guess my messy shop, because this is inside my shop, and it is a disaster in here. But it's not about the shop, it's about the rack. I mean, there she is. That is the Titan Series Power Rack. This has been a good investment for me. If you'd like to see some videos on like the attachments and accessories and even this lat pull down, and I have a few other things. I have their leg extension machine and some of their weight plates and some of their various bars. I could give reviews on that. It just, I'm a simple person. I work for a living. I'm not endorsed by these companies. This is just something I like to put out there, to help the other people that are like me trying to buy a power rack or getting introduced into a rack and just seeing what they're getting for the money. And I mean, I can say with a Titan rack, you can't go wrong with it, but it's all a personal decision. If you want real flashy or do you want something that's going to work for you. Anyway, that's all I got, guys, and I'm going to let you go. I appreciate you watching this video. Like I said, if you want to see more content on other accessories from Titan, I have quite a few, and I'd like to do reviews on those too, just so you can kind of get it up close and see what you're paying for. All right, well, I thank you.